Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are talking about temporary resident visa or a visitor visa. A temporary resident visa or a visitor visa is required to re-enter in Canada. Remember, your passport should be valid for at least the duration of your work permit, as your TRV validity will be limited to the expiry date of your passport. So if your passport is nearing expiry, renew it before applying for TRV to maximize its validity. Once IRCC has processed your application, they will send an original passport request letter on the very same portal, and the letter looks like this. So it will have a UCI number over here and it is addressed to you. And to submit a passport, you need to provide these documents. So you need to have a copy of this letter. You need to print it out. There should be a blank page on your passport. Your passport should be valid for the duration of your expected length of stay in Canada, as I have mentioned it earlier in the beginning of the video. And they cannot issue a visa beyond the expiry date of the passport. And print out this letter, and also what to do after you get this passport request and how to submit your passport. So let's jump into that. So for the TRV stamping on our passport, there is only one way to do it, is to mail our passport to them, since we cannot submit our passport in person. And there are two options to send the passport. One is to go through Canada Post, and one is to choose any other courier like FedEx, Purolator, or any other private courier service. If you are going to send your passport through Canada Post, visit a nearby Canada Post in your location, and you need to buy 2 envelopes. So while buying those envelopes, always buy Express Post or Priority Post, as they have a tracking number on them, so that you can track your passport all the time. If you live in Ontario or Quebec, you need to purchase a regional envelopes. But if you live in any other province than Ontario or Quebec, need to purchase national envelopes. So there are 2 envelope sizes that we need to buy. One is a letter size envelope, that is to send our passport to the IRCC, and one is a standard size envelope, that is to get back our passport to us. So if you are using a courier service, you can go to them and ask them for same size, a letter size and a standard size, and they will assist you with this. So both the envelopes will have a tracking number written down on their back, as you can see on this picture over here. So they have like tracking number over here. So you need to write down those tracking number of both the envelopes so that you can track your passports all the time. So the tracking number on the letter size envelope will track when the office will receive our passport, and the tracking number on the standard size envelope will track when we will get our passport back. So on the standard size envelope, there are 2 sections to write from and to. So in the 2 section, you need to provide your address where you want to get your passport delivered. So remember, on the standard size envelope, in the 2 section, that's your address, and don't forget to write it down. Write your address on that so that you get your passport back to you. And in the letter size envelope, you need to put your passport, a copy of original passport request letter that I just showed you earlier, that has a UCI number or application number, and the standard size envelope or the return envelope. So all these 3 things, your passport, that passport request letter, and the standard size envelope which has your address on it, in the letter size envelope. And you're gonna put one of these address. If you are using Canada Post, you need to put this address on that, or if you are using any other courier service, you need to put this address on that. So on the letter size envelope, write this address in the to section and write your address on the from section. So when everything is done, you hand this envelope to an employee in that Canada Post, and they will send this envelope to the respective office. And after you send your passport, you will get your passport back within 14 calendar days plus a mailing time. So that depends upon what service that you use. So that was it. After you get a TRV stamped on your passport, you can travel outside Canada and return back to Canada with a valid visa. If you have any questions or confusion, please write it down in the comment section. I will respond to that. If you think I helped you a little bit, just give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to our channel for more updates like this and more tips on immigration and your journey in Canada. I will see you in next video. Until then, take care. Goodbye.